Greetings everyone, my name is Towertale, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Towertale. Continuing on from the last episode, I'll now be going through Faindrel Ashelm's storyline. I'm hoping to cover a storyline in 2 episodes, this and the following one. Time to see her tragic backstory. As we learned during Lionel's story, the Lionel Kingdom slaughtered all of them. Here's a tutorial for her. She uses her bow as her primary weapon. She can fire arrows, do double jumps, fire an arrow volley of 3 arrows at once, and a piercing arrow. Thus begins Faindrel's quest for vengeance. Let's see if there's a flashback for this. There is. Great, even her mentor figure died. Atonement? Let me guess, he was part of the invading force. The king going mad was an understatement. I wonder how many soldiers like him quit the force due to that massacre. Well, we know how that ends up during the end of Lionel's story. Sheesh, Faindrel's storyline starts out dark. There is a bit more to the story, but it hasn't been revealed yet. I wish he talked about this more during Lionel's route. Shame that she had to perish during his route. It was a senseless tragedy. I mean, he could have brought her back to life. Oh, hello there, Dark Echo. I didn't expect to see you in her storyline. Then again, we never saw him in Lionel's storyline, but that's because he's behind everyone else. Hang on a minute, I remember this part of the game. This is about halfway through Lionel's story. And here comes Lionel. I didn't expect to start that far ahead during Faindrel's route. I guess it does make sense, as Lionel slayed those guardians already. Hang on a minute, this is a different option. I never picked the dialogue option. In Faindrel's story, Lionel picked the other option, where he left her to die. And this is where she learns about Lionel's lineage. And considering his ruder behavior on her route, I don't blame her for blowing up. It's more justifiable why she blows up on him. There's Kyo, but by this point Faindrel decides to go a different route. Wow, 9 minutes in and we still have cutscenes and dialogue. This is taking into account the loading times, which I'll edit out in post. Probably that mysterious voice? Perhaps there are multiple mysterious voices. After all, the giant I mentioned, there are several ancient beings. Let's be nicer to him. Kyo's back. Ouch. That shouldn't one-shot him, by the way. That attack's not that powerful, even on a nightmare difficulty setting. I suppose Lionel failed to defeat him, or he ran away. First boss battle for her, and he has 3 phases. I guess facing off against the wolf would be too easy for Faindrel. I mean, look at Faindrel's range DPS. Why even use a triple shot when I have the piercing shot? They deal about the same amount of damage, but piercing shot's easier to use. Then again, triple shot has a higher chance of critting. So if you're playing this game for the first time, definitely start out with Lionel. Is he really dead? I mean, Lionel meets up with him later. So I suppose he's just unconscious. And he wakes up later. Yep, he's still alive. If only she waited for a bit longer. This route is full of pathos. The Lightning Samurai again, this time as the second boss. Got an early first hit on him. But he regenerates it, of course. I don't know if it's a good idea to have him as a second boss. Then again, it is easier to dodge his attacks, thanks to her double jumping ability. And because of his smaller size, I can't multi-hit him with the piercing arrow. trade-off of playing as Faindrel is that it seems her max HP is lower. The trade-off she has of lower max HP for greater DPS is well worth it in my book. Plus it's range DPS, not melee DPS, so it makes these battles easier. Also her dodge roll has more invulnerability frames, plus she has a lower amount of recovery frames. With Lionel, I had to be more careful with my dodging. Here's the angel again. For instance, Lionel. That's a pretty idealistic world. A lot more idealistic than what Lionel wanted. That'll probably have some unforeseen consequences as well. Now I see why she's a turd boss. Especially as it can fire directly upwards. That makes her first phase a cakewalk. See, if I tried doing that as Lionel, I would have got hurt by the spear. Honestly, I'm starting to feel that our dodge roll has too many invulnerability frames. As Faindrel, this battle was a cakewalk. So far, she feels like the easy mode of the game. It wouldn't be that much of a difficulty spike if I played this on Nightmare mode. She certainly was the nicest of all the Guardians. Here's Lionel. We're just rushing through the chain of events now. I expected to face off against at least 3 or 4 more bosses before Lionel. There's likely more to this story, after I defeat the Watcher. Probably an evil ancient being who is subtly corrupting her. Lionel seems a bit less compassionate here. As long as I stay at a distance, he shouldn't be too difficult. After all, most of his strong attacks are melee only. The only attack I need to worry about at long range is his sword beam. But even that's easy to dodge as her. Frankly, this fight was much tougher as Lionel. Okay, for a moment there I thought the game crashed. It only froze for a short moment. Down he goes. All the hits I incurred were my fault and my fault alone. The game did mention there are multiple endings, and I suppose there is also a golden ending, which I unlocked by completing the game with all 4 characters. Let's see how difficult he is with an archer. I like how I can actually attack him upwards now. For this fight, it's better to use the regular shot and triple shot. For some reason I can't multi-hit him with the piercing shot. The biggest danger of this attack is dodging all the lasers. I didn't know where that laser was going to be fired, unfortunately. I'm probably not understanding the tell. Didn't do it fast enough. Ow. I couldn't see any tell for this attack. Even with that minor setback, I was able to defeat him in one try. Faindrel is currently the easy mode of the game. That is, unless there's more to this story. I wonder if the reason why we skipped so many story beats is because I completed Lionel's story already. Perhaps if I was playing as Faindrel first, I'd have a longer storyline. Let's hope that there aren't any major unintended consequences. Everyone is alive again. I hope including Lionel. So he was more than a mentor figure to her. I wish we had more cutscenes and story bits before this, so we could learn more about their relationship. Otherwise, it's a nice ending to her storyline. A much shorter storyline than what I expected. However, I feel Faindrel is too overpowered compared to the bosses she faced. The fact that she has higher DPS and her dodge roll has greater invulnerability frames compared to Lionel's shield dash trivializes most of the bosses, as even their range attacks aren't that difficult to dodge. Her only downside is her lower max HP, but that's easily accounted for with careful dodge rolling. It feels like she requires a less amount of skill to play, but has greater rewards compared to Lionel. We'll have to see if the same holds true for Lord Snicklefritz, whose storyline I'll be covering in the next episode. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!